Welcome back, guys. So in this video, we're going to be building a login page. So let's get right into it. So the first thing we're going to be doing is creating our file, HTML file. So we're going to call this login.html. So let's do our shortcuts. Good. So we're going to name this login page. Login page. Good. So as we already know, to build the login page, we need a form tag, then we need our label. In our label, we're going to be writing, let's say we need the user's name, where the user is going to input it. That's inside our inputs. So the input type will be text because you just want a name. Then the placeholder, we're going to do please enter name. Right? So let's duplicate this so we can now edit them the way we want. So copy paste. So let's ask for their email. Email, right? Email. Oh, let's correct that. Good. So the input type will be input type email. So do not forget that. So enter your email. Enter email. Let's add your name, your email. Good. So let's paste another one for password. We'll do this password. So I'm going to add this column so it will look nicer. So we're going to change the input type to password. Then we'll ask for enter your password inside here. Good. So let's save this and let's run this and see what it looks like before we start styling. Good. So this is what it looks like. Look like a mess because I don't CSS yet. So we're going to be using external CSS for this too. So we're going to go to our CSS file folder and create login CSS. Login.css. Good. So let's link it into our login.html. Link. So the next thing we're going to do is add our view. Then we'll add style sheets in there. Style sheets. The next one is our href for our directory. So find the CSS directory, and this is a login. I'm going to split my screen again, like the way we did in our nav project. So I just dragged it to this screen. I clicked on this to split the screen. Then I access it by either dragging it or by opening it. So I'm going to close all these ones. We don't need them here. Oh, we do need this. So let's open this again. I'm just going to move it back here. Good. So we have this looking fine. Let's start styling. So I want to style my form. I'm just going to style them directly. I don't think I need a class name or an ID for this right now. So let's start doing that. So let's add the width. Let's say width of, let's make it like a box. We're going to give it the same width and height. So to just have a very nice shape. Let's give it height of 300 pixels. Let's give it background color. Let's see if this is reflecting, because no, that color doesn't look nice like that. Let's choose another color, gray, or let's say EE. Good. So this is the color. So we're still on it. So let's put it in the middle. So we're going to use margin auto, automatically takes it to the middle of our screen. You can see that. Good. So we want it to be here. So we're going to be let's finish. Then we're going to wrap it in another div. So let's style our input because they're looking very, very scattered right now. Well, before that, let's add a padding to this so it can move from the wall. The content can move away from the wall. Exactly. We don't want it wrapping the wall like that. So now let's style our input. I'm going to style it directly. So how do I want my input? Let's say we want the width to be 100%. Good. So I want the height to be maybe like 30 pixels. Let's say this. Good. So let's give it a border radius so that it can look curvy and better. Let's do 10 pixels. Okay, this looks better. So let's give the main card a border radius too. Let's do 20 pixels. Good. So this is what it looks like. I think I should increase the width. Let's do 50. Good. So this is what it looks like now. Good. So I'm going to give this margin bottom maybe like 20 pixels. I think it's too much. Let's reduce it to 10. Good. It's better like this. So I'm going to add a div here. I'm wrapping everything in a div so that it can look better. So I'm wrapping everything in a div so that I can add h1, which says login page. Login page. Or let's just do login. This is login. So I'm going to add the width and height inside here. So I'm going to name this class container. Or we can actually just add this directly here. It doesn't actually matter. It doesn't even matter. Let's just clean this up. So let's just add it like this. This looks better. So we have this looking like this. So what else do we need? We need a button. Good. So we need a button. We're going to be using input button or use an actual button tag. So let's do an actual button tag. So this button tag, we're going to do login. Right, but login. Good. So this is it. Or let me change it to inputs. So it could just be the same thing. Input type submits. Input type button. Sorry, button. Then the value will be what you want. So the value we're going to use is login. So the value is what you want it to be displayed here. Good. So this is what it looks like. Button. So I want to do an inline styling here for this one. Or I give it a class name. Let's give it a class. Because we need it to look a little different with a color. So I'm going to do btn for this. So let's do .btn. Let's add background color blue. This blue is too sharp, so we're going to reduce the blue because nah, this is not what we want. We want it to be very light. This looks like a purple. I think we could do something exactly. This is what something like this. Yeah, this is what we need. So we need to take out the border. Good. So we don't want the border. Let's increase the height of this to 400. Good. Or let's do 350 also. So you can adjust as much as you like it. Unless I want the input to look bigger than this. I feel like it's too small. Okay, this is fine. So now let's give this a margin top of 20 pixels. Good. So we have this separated. Now this is, so let's give the inputs a padding. Maybe like a padding left, so that this content will move away from the edge. Padding left of 5 pixels. Where are we? Let's increase that to maybe like 10. Okay, so this is better. Oh, we don't even need the padding itself, but let's leave it like that. So this is nice. So we can actually style the label, probably give the label maybe a font size of 20 pixel, 25 pixel. It's too big. Let's give it 20. Okay, so this is what it looks like, 20 pixel, which is fine. Good, this is fine. So this is your button, this is your login text using the H1. This is the label, this is the input. So you can also add your, according to the last video that we did, you can edit the text to your color or your taste. And just anyhow you want it, you can actually do that, adding the attributes you've learned so far. And that's all for this project. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in our next video. Thank you.